was impossible for me to consciously think that I was going to be an artist because I'd never heard of anything like an artist until I first came to the United States. I was born in 1942 in a beautiful little town in Dainzen, Germany. And in 1945, the war ended. So between 1942 and 45, my father was a forced laborer. They actually wanted my mother also to do that. But she had at that time a newborn baby and a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old and so on. So it was not something that she could do. And she was able to wrench her way out of it in good part because my father was such a spectacular worker. But my father saw no opportunities. He had 6 children by that time, so he decided to try to go to America, which was a huge wish. Okay. So we went through 8 post-World War II refugee camps, and we kept working our way north. From Bremerhaven, we took off in a ship called General Bladford. It was a military ship that fed us divine food. We couldn't believe what we were being fed, but we were so seasick that we couldn't appreciate it. We came to the port of New York City. We saw the Statue of Liberty because everybody was called on board to see that. I think we got off at one of the piers on the west side of Manhattan and were taken from there. In a place like Plainville, Connecticut, which is where we settled and lived, there were not many people that came from another country, so I was exotic. And the clothing that I wore were truly exotic in the sense that I still had the pants. They were made from U.S. Army blankets, which is what we were rationed out, what we were given in the camps. So I was still wearing that with some sort of a pretty pathetic top. There was a tremendous amount of work that we did shoring the family up. That was our first consideration, is the family going to be able to make it? It was branded in our heads. It was never verbalized. We just instinctively knew it. The only words that were exchanged were in connection with assigning labor, that this is what you have to do and this is what has to be done, and that working hard was the answer to life. The lesson was absorbed to the extent where I have to give myself talkings to all the time, that it's not the hard work that does it, that it's the good ideas that does it.